Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, June 22nd, 2024, and today is the big day. And if you've been following my channel, guys, you know what the big day is. That's right, it's our first Iron Horse Ramble out of the new Nesquehoning Regional Railroad Station in beautiful Nesquehoning, Pennsylvania. This trip is sold out. We've got 18 cars behind steam locomotive number 2102, including the generator car. And we are going to be going to Tunkhannock, Pennsylvania. This is the first Iron Horse Ramble the Reading and Northern is doing that is not going from Reading to Jim Thorpe. And as I mentioned, it's also the first train out of the Nesquehoning station. Now, if you didn't get your chance to ride this one, guys, don't worry. We got a number of other trips coming up out of this station that we still have tickets available for. We will do a second Iron Horse Ramble with steam locomotive number 2102 on August 17th. And that one's going to go up to Pittston, Pennsylvania for the Tomato Festival. On the following day, we are going to have the Diesel F units, which are actually parked right here down the track. They actually help bring this train up from Jim Thorpe. On Sunday, August 18th, those F units will take passengers from Nesquehoning up to Pittston as well for the Tomato Festival. In addition, we have 2 more trips from here to Tunkhannock. They will be diesel trips. I'm not sure which diesels yet. They are going to be on July 27th and September 7th. So if you didn't get to ride along today, well, you're going to get to do so via this video, but you also have a chance to ride on any of those trips that I mentioned. And you can go online to buy those tickets, or you can call our ticket agent at 610-562-2102. I'm going to be riding in standard coach today. Why am I doing that? Well, I like the sights and the sounds and the cinders in my hair on these big steam trips. So you're going to ride along with me. But before we get on board, I'm going to walk you around a little bit and just let you see what the new station and the new company store looks like. And we have our ticket windows open outside and inside. We've got our Black Diamond Company sign installed here, and we've got Lehigh George welcoming visitors to our new station. Let's go take a quick look inside before we board the train. So when you come in here, we do have one more ticket window. Right now we've got William manning it. There's restrooms inside here for your convenience. I'm filming. Yeah. All right, and here is the Black Diamond Company store. And you can come in here, you can get magnets, pens, more importantly, t-shirts and hats. On the train, it is cash only sales, but if you come here, you can do cash or credit card. And we've got our newest design here, guys. Our 2024 Iron Horse Rambles t-shirt designed by yours truly. I hope you guys like that one. We've got that one in light gray and a medium gray. And then we have our Reading and Northern Diamond t-shirts. And if you're a real fan of 2102, you could get a 2102 hat. Got magnets, patches, pins, puzzles, pens, and more.
Thank you very much.
There you go. All right, guys, you heard the 5-minute warning. That means it's time to get on board, or we are going to miss out on this first Iron Horse Ramble out of the Nesquehoning Regional Railroad Station. Can't let that happen, can we? We are about to get underway for our first Iron Horse Ramble out of the Nesquehoning Regional Railroad Station. There's Lehigh George wishing us farewell. So we've got rail fans and neighbors alike out to see our train off. It's great to see this much enthusiasm for it. I really appreciate everybody who's come out to watch. Appreciate everybody who's on board. Now here's an interesting historical fact for you guys. We're the first train that just left our new Nesquehoning station, but if you pop that sign over there, we're not the first station to have been in Nesquehoning. There was a passenger station here many years ago, and I'll talk about that in another video. For today, let's enjoy this ride out of the new Nesquehoning station. Alright guys, we're coming up on Jim Thorpe Junction, but instead of taking the familiar fork to the right, we will be going left over the new freight bridge.
The main line continues northward toward Pittston on our brand new bridge over the Lehigh River. This bridge opened for service in February of 2020 and allows the Reading and Northern Railroad a progressive move between North Reading and key points north such as Penobscot, Pittston, and Tunkhannock. This bridge also spans the Lehigh River and provides a connection for both rail and pedestrians between Jim Thorpe and Lehigh Gorge State Park. Our daily Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway trains, as well as our weekend excursion trains from Pittston, use this route. Looking left, you can see the Lehigh River, while looking right, you get a brief view of Jim Thorpe. Historians and storytellers cannot prove just how much of this story is true, but legend says that the princess still haunts the falls, and the spirit of the mist will appear on bright sunny mornings over the water below.
Alright guys, now if this all looks familiar, it should. This is the same route that the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway follows. And I'm not kidding guys when I say I've ridden it hundreds of times, both as a passenger and worker, but this is the first time we're doing it behind 2102. There she goes into Hetchel's Curve. Even all the way back here, guys, I can feel the cinders pelting me, and that is not a bad thing. That's part of the enjoyment of a steam trip. Quite a turnout today. Just whistling as we're going into Oxbow Curve. One of the tightest curves on this route. So if you buy a ticket to ride the Rambles, you get a packet with all kind of goodies and information. And on this trip, we're getting bags for the Tunkhannock Founders Day Festival too. crossing the Lehigh River again at Independence. Our final Lehigh River crossing on the northbound part of the trip. Hoppers filled with rail ties. Alright, so to give you guys an idea what's going on here, we're slowing down. We are going to be stopping in Penobscot. That's our rail yard up in Mountaintop, Pennsylvania. And we have to stop to take on water. 2102 should be able to do this entire trip with the coal she already has in the tender. But we are going to stop here in both directions to refill the tender with water. They're going to attach 2 diesels to the front of the train. Now before you get upset about it, guys, let me explain why. We are near the summit of Penobscot Mountain. We will actually crest that summit at Solomon's Gap right after we leave the Penobscot station. And it is all downhill to Pittston from there. It's some of the steepest grades on our railroad. And we are putting those 2 diesels on for dynamic braking so we can get this train safely down the mountain with no concerns. We will stop in Pittston and remove those diesels for the rest of our trip up to Tunkhannock.
Reading and Northern completed this structure in 2006 to serve as a crew quarters and office for the Penobscot Yard. Penobscot was once a bustling yard owned by the Central Railroad of New Jersey. The railroad once had a 16-stall roundhouse, 80-foot turn.
And actually we'll pause that so we can look at these F units. if you can hear Russ's announcement about that, but that's a former New Haven Railroad caboose. I gotta come up here to film sometime, guys. I haven't filmed a train from here yet. I'll have to do that and give you a better look at that caboose. Alright guys, and this is pretty much somewhere around here is the peak of Mount Penobscot. Maybe we haven't quite gotten to it yet. You can feel a little bit of the slowness. Once we pick up pace, it's going to be the diesels basically controlling our descent down Penobscot Mountain. We've added another siding track since I was last up here. Again, that's to store more rail cars. Our Pittston trips have been incredibly popular. We now have the ability to have even more. Now, nothing's stored up here today. The train you're seeing ahead, that is the OCS, the Office Car Special, basically Andy's private train. Alright, that was our fast freight diesels pulling away from the train. Guys, the rare mileage part of the trip is about to begin. We're going to leave Pittston behind. And we are going to head north to Tunkhannock. Should be a beautiful ride. I'm looking forward to it, guys. So we are paralleling the Susquehanna River. our train. That's a first. don't know if you can see it, there's our parasailer again. At least I think that's what those things are called. That is a heck of a unique way to chase a train. I don't know, guys, what do you think? You think I need one of them?
We're arriving in Tunkhannock, and that's going to conclude our northbound trip. Enjoy the Founders Day Festival, folks, and we'll see you back here at 3:30. Till then, Russ Scianna, so long. And here we go, back to Nesquehoning. In case you're wondering, folks, the 2102 is running tender first and will continue to do so until we reach Pittston. We will make a stop at Pittston in order to Y the 2102 such that it is facing the correct direction for the remainder of our southbound trip.
Here's the old Lehigh Valley Freight Depot. It's really getting surrounded by Mother Nature now. Okay, and here's something we didn't see coming in because we were on the other side of the train, but I got to see it when we went to do the runaround. This is actually the ultimate destination for the frac sand cars. They get brought from Pittston up to here for unloading. You can see we got several tracks back here. Alright guys, so we're coming to a brief stop here. We are waiting for permission to enter
A brief stop here to await permission into Riverside Yard and then into Pittston, where we will Y the steam locomotive.
Okay, I'm not sure if you heard Russ, but he said exactly what I was going to tell you. We are waiting for permission to enter Riverside Yard, and once we're inside the yard, we will detach 2102. She'll go up ahead, turn around on the Pittston Y, and hopefully she remembers to come back and get us. And then we will continue our trip back to Nesquehoning. Okay, we're moving again. That means we have permission to enter the yard. Guys, we're coming to a stop, slowly but surely. You can see we passed the marker for Riverside. Reaching the south end of the Pittston, combined Pittston and Riverside yards. Alright, here's the stop. I'm gonna let a professional narrate this part of the video.
Pittston Yard. Once again, folks, we'll be stopped here to allow the 2102 to turn on the Y so that it is facing southbound.
Alright guys, we are leaving the Pittston rail yard and we're gonna pass through the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Regional Railroad Station in just a minute here. It's probably gonna be a lot of rail fans, so get ready to wave to them.
Pittston Junction.
There's a familiar face. Ah, he saw me finally. All right, guys, that was the PIJT, or actually the JTPI, returning from Jim Thorpe up to Pittston. And we are going to be coming to a stop once again in the Penobscot rail yard to take on water. It's all downhill from here, guys. Downhill to Whitehaven, downhill to Jim Thorpe through the beautiful Lehigh Gorge, all 25 miles of it. And then the last couple miles, we'll hook a right to the west and return to the Nesquehoning Regional Railroad Station for the conclusion of our very first all-day excursion out of that station.
I understand.
That would have been an epic shot.
Penobscot Yard.
I forgot when I was saying the FU in Pittston. I forgot nothing. Never hear Penobscot.
That's okay. I do stuff like that all the time. You have no idea how much I got to cut out of the videos because I misspeak.
Fast freight engines, there are helpers. They're going to follow us.
Oh, they're going to follow us and activate a couple of the back yet?
No.
5022 isn't that much.
Little girls.
I think 5022 is the one that you bought.
I do have a 5022. I actually got to take a picture of that.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Hurry.
Yeah, whatever.
Folks will be making another brief pause here at Penobscot in order for the steam locomotive to take on water. Once again, while we're stopped, we invite you to stop by car 1168, where there are souvenirs, snacks, and beverages available for cash purchase. That is located between standard coach number 307 and crown class coach number 560.
Yeah, I saw that. I knew they moved them up there.
All right, Bob Barker's keeping us well entertained on the Ramble is
Actual
right.
retail price is.
All right, final leg of the trip, guys. This should be the last stop. It's all downhill to Nesquehoning.
sides of Main Street. These measures made Whitehaven a key point in the anthracite coal shipping network, and the town prospered accordingly. A flood washed out the canal in 1862 serves as the southernmost intermediate station stop on our weekend excursion between Pittston and Jim Thorpe. Leaving Whitehaven and passing under Interstate 80, we enter the northernmost access point of the Lehigh Gorge State Park at Bridgeport. We're crossing over the state park hiking and biking trail, which, as you might guess, is the former right-of-way of the Central Railroad of New Jersey. The trail is a portion of the 165-mile Delaware to Lehigh National Heritage Corridor. If you were to ride one of our popular bike trains, this is the same path you can wind down for the 25-mile trip to Whitehaven to Jim Thorpe. We also cross the Lehigh River for the first of 4 times, and will trace its eastern bank all the way to Independence, 14 miles to the south. The Lehigh River is a popular adventure for thousands of visitors each year. It was destroyed by a forest fire in 1875 and never rebuilt. The siding to the left of the train is often used by curves on the railroad at Mud Run. Look to your running right and you should be able to see the entire train negotiating the curve. Except for the trees. We're now entering the Rockport Tunnel. Rockport is the only curved tunnel on the Reading and Northern Railroad and is 1,196 feet long. The Lehigh River curves around the mountain further to the west, where the Rockport access point of the Lehigh Gorge State Park is located. Of course, we will see the river again upon emerging from the tunnel. From here south, it is part of their Lehigh line to Allentown and will follow us for the next several miles. The trail, using the former Jersey Central right-of-way, has reappeared to our left and will follow us all the way to River Junction, where we will diverge west to head back to Nesquehoning, New Jersey. Today, its twin heights carry fiber optic cables. On the far side of the trail, the trees near the river, you may be able to see some of the remains of the former canal lock. This portion of the Lehigh Canal was named the Upper Grand Section and totaled 20 dams and 29 locks. It was destroyed by a flood in the 1860s and replaced by railroads.
guys, we are clearly back into familiar territory. Surely you recognized Oxbow Curve, Hetchel's Curve, and now we are coming up to the Glenanoco Rock Cut.
As well as dining areas, tennis courts, and 84-foot-long bar. Guests of the hotel were able to take in the sights along the Lehigh River and Glenanoco while also enjoying horse and carriage rides. In its heyday, the hotel hosted year-round tenants as well as notable guests. However, in 1911, a fast-moving brush fire destroyed the hotel, and the land was left to be reclaimed by Mother Nature.
There's the Turnhall Tunnel there, guys. Getting a good look at that.
Such as take your time, watch your step, hold on to the handrails, and look down as you exit. Also, please take your time leaving the parking lot this evening and drive home safely. We do not want anyone to get hurt. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope to see you next time when once more the Iron Horse Rambles. Now, this is Russ Scianna saying goodbye, everybody. I love you, Jamie.
I love you too, Russ.
Told you I was going to get her.
What?
Where's the F units?
Still here. Wait, 2014.
They're all running too. What's the problem?
They're running the absolute
We are returning to the station. There's the Black Diamond Company store that Russ was talking about. You go in there, buy t-shirts, hats, pins, magnets. It's possible some of those t-shirts were even designed by yours truly, so go have a look. So earlier this morning, this has been quite an adventure, guys. You saw our first train leave this station, and now you're watching our first train return to it. Alright, that's the final whistle, guys.
Doctor and car host, train is properly spotted. Work safe to do so. Open up and detrain your passengers.
Alright, and I am going to be busy helping the crew clean this train up and wrap up the evening. It is work after all, guys, but you know I'm loving my job. It's probably the most fun job on planet Earth right now. So I'm just going to sign off now from Nesquehoning Regional Railroad Station. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you down the tracks.